So some pretty big news in the true crime world today hit the news cycle, and that is that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is free. And this wasn't a case that I personally followed. Comment if you did, your thoughts about her prison sentence, her being free. I caught the Hulu series The Act. It's always so weird to me. Or I don't know if weird is quite the right word, but when you see these true crime stories that have, crossed over to film or TV, a series or movie has been made, and you lay eyes on the real people, and you kind of check into the case and kind of try to cross-examine it with the series or movie that was made. I don't know, just looking at the way that the characters are portrayed or how they really look. It's always kind of trippy to me. Let me know if you feel the same way, but she touched down a little early. I think did 9 years out of her 10-year prison sentence, and she's 32 years old at the moment, which I guess when this all went down, she was 24, 23 or something like that, which was such a trip, man, that this girl really didn't know how old she actually was. And that's kind of what I want to know from everyone out there. How do you feel about this case? Do you feel that she got a light sentence? Do you feel that she should have got more time? She pled guilty to second-degree murder, and I don't know, it's just so wild, you know what I mean, with all the abuse and everything that this girl went through. And that kind of plays into what I was talking about with this being made into a series. And I believe there was another series as well. I'm not sure if it was called Mommy Dearest or something like that. I don't know. Again, I didn't really follow the case. I heard some different podcasters and stuff talking about the series that came out, and I caught the Hulu one. And I don't know how to feel about this. It's horrible what that girl went through, the things that her mother did to her, lying, using her as a attention grab and a free ticket payday throughout life. I don't know, that mom was very sick, man, and it's so crazy that no one ever stopped this. I mean, you see in the series that there was doctors that started kind of talking to each other like, what's really going on here? Have we confirmed any of this stuff? Is this all bullshit? Is something really going on? It just shocks me that this girl was of this age and the mother had went through that her whole lifetime doing what she was doing, and no one ever caught her and put her on blast and locked her up and took the kid away or whatever, So getting back to what we were talking about with the sentence, the abuse, what this girl went through and the time that she did, I don't know how to feel. Do you look at her as a victim and her mind was just so warped because of what she had went through that she felt there was no other way out of this horrible life that she was living, wanting to live her own life, not wanting to have to live the life of someone who was sick or disabled or whatever. She wanted to get up on her own 2 feet and live life. And I don't know, she meets this guy, I don't even know how you say his name, Nicholas Godejohn or whatever, which I was unaware. That's kind of a shock to me as well, that after this all went down, they ended up breaking up. He's doing life without parole, and it spoke to the media and basically said he would have did it all over again, but he don't necessarily think that he would have killed the mother, that maybe they should have just ran away or whatever. And speaking of the crime, I mean, the way they did it was just asinine. There was no way they were getting away, murdering the mom and then just disappearing. Of course, they're going to come looking for the Gypsy Rose girl. I wonder if they originally thought maybe she was abducted or what. I don't know. If they knew right away about her online relationship with this guy, I'm not quite sure. But just an absolutely asinine plan. And, it just goes to show you this guy was not all there, which, is expressed through the film and is no secret. Everyone knew this as the case went on. He had some serious mental health problems, but you got him and then you got her, who she's been sheltered and abused and kept as a prisoner by her mother all these years. You know what I mean? It just shows what a terrible plan they put in play. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here rooting for criminals to get away or rooting for people to do horrible acts and murder people. But I mean, it's just what it is, plain and simple. Absolutely stupid plan. But I guess they broke up, their relationship deteriorated, and she was involved with someone else, some dude named Ken or something like that, and they were engaged at one point throughout her prison sentence, and they ended up splitting up or calling it off, and now she's with this guy Ryan Anderson, who is a teacher, which is kind of wild. It just kind of blows my mind. Like, this guy is a teacher. I don't know what grade he teaches or what. You hear teacher, so I think of high school or middle school or elementary school or whatever. So it's just kind of wild to think that someone who teaches the youth is engaged, or I think he might already be married to this Gypsy girl. He's with her and then teaching the youth. I mean, listen, it's a crazy story and all that. And again, I don't know how to feel. Once again, comment and let me know if you feel bad for this girl. And obviously, I feel bad about the abuse she went through, but how do you feel about her being involved in killing her mother? Do you think she should have got more time? Do you think that she should have known better? Let me know. But I don't know. I just look at this teacher and I think, if my kid was going to that school and being taught by this guy, I'd say, yo, can we switch classes? Yeah, I don't want that guy teaching my child, Personally, I just look at this dude like he must be a little off as well. Some people just have that way about them, where they're always involved with, do you guys comment if you feel that way, that people who ain't necessarily all there themselves get mixed up with like-minded and alike people? I don't know. But here we are, late 2023, almost crossing into 2024, and this case that got all this media attention, Gypsy Blanchard, is seemingly come to an end, I guess, right? The Nick dude's doing life without parole. She's out. I'm sure she definitely has some parole or post-release or whatever. I don't think you walk away from a 10-year sentence for a homicide without any parole, obviously. So I don't know what her stipulations are or anything like that. But, she's free, married or engaged to this new guy, this school teacher. The other dude's doing life. And I don't know. Seems like the case has come to a close. How will she adapt to life now as a free adult? I guess in love. This teacher and her are talking about they're in love and everything. How will she live life now after being pretty much a prisoner all her life? If you really think about it, a prisoner of her mother's and then a prisoner of the justice system after killing her mother, and now here at 32 years old. I guess she has a whole new lease on life. What will she do with it? Will she thrive in society? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I just wanted to make this video and tap in with everyone out there in the true crime world and see everyone's thoughts, again, about the prison sentence. Was a 10-year sentence appropriate to you? Do you think she should have got more time? What's your thoughts across the board? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more true crime content, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.